You too. We've been gone for. We took a little hiatus, man, but we back, man. Them crucial dudes, baby. It's that boy Rob.
Say, man, this your boy Tim, man. What's happening?
And it's your boy Ron. Y'all already know what it is. We back.
Critics, man. Your favorite critics, man. We back, baby. Gonna go on and tap into this Boots Ennis and this Shakur, on their performances, man, and what we liked and didn't like about, a little bit about both of them. You know what I'm saying? Tim, go ahead and give us something, baby.
Well, first thing, I mean, both of them got the dub, so that's always a plus. Shakur, I like how I didn't like the whole thing about Shakur, but I like how he started being aggressive in this fight. I know he didn't throw a lot of punches, but he did start walking down his opponent. You know, I want to say around the fifth round, he started coming forward. It didn't result in him swinging more punches and making a more exciting fight. But I did like the fact that at least he was coming forward. Man, the Boots fight, man, it's hard for me to gauge it because I mean, I knew he was gonna knock the dude out. It really ain't no competition. I didn't see there being no competition. I figure Boots is gonna stop him, so I really ain't get much from that fight. Uh, I mean, I'm just ready for these guys to step up in competition. To be honest, like I really don't have a lot to talk about, honestly, because I mean, for me, it's just for me. But they fights played out how I expected them to. I expected Shakur not to engage and win the fight off points, and I expected Boots to stop his opponent, and that's how I went with both of them.
Let me ask you
Y'all let
something.
me know. Go ahead.
Let me ask you something, Tim. So let's compare and contrast or whatever. How do you gauge how Shakur looked versus Artem versus how Frank looked, and how do you gauge how Boots looked versus Avanesian versus how Bud looked?
Well, uh, man, it's hard because Frank had a tougher fight, but Frank engaged with the fight. Like he had a tougher fight, but I seen the dog come out in Frank. Like when they felt like Frank was losing the fight, Frank put the pedal to the metal. He upped the tempo. He ended up dropping him. Um, and it was an exciting fight. It was an exciting fight. Now with Shakur, I don't know how to explain this. Like Shakur won the fight easier, but it was more of a boring fight. I put it like that. I guess it don't really matter, as long as you winning at the end of the day. But you know, it wasn't an exciting fight. You can tell Shakur has more experience than Frank Morton, but Frank Morton definitely had the more exciting fight, and that guy brought something out of Frank Morton that night. Um, Crawford and uh Crawford and Boots comparison. Honestly, I mean, they kind of to me it was comparable. Like it was almost the same thing. Honestly, like maybe Crawford. I mean, they both took some shots in the fight. I mean, they both knocked the guy out. I mean, it was that fight was more or less the same to me than the Shakur and the Frank fight. It was like Shakur and the Frank fight was completely different ways. They both won, but it was a completely different way. Crawford and Boots. I mean, they both knocked the guy out. They both took a few punches, but I mean, they both ended in the stoppage. So I ain't like
So
I said that one. I ain't get too much out of it.
so one more question before I let you go. Who were you less impressed by out of out of all those performances?
Shakur. Like I mean, because I'm gonna tell you why Shakur. Because I expected Boots to knock the guy out. He knocked the guy out. I expected Shakur to go 12, but the only reason why I expected Shakur to go 12 was because I knew he was gonna come in there not being aggressive and wasn't gonna finish the show. Like it's like more of like I expect Shakur not to finish the show. I expect him to go in and I mean I hate to say it, but it's like oh he being a boxer, but right is he's so he's not trying to engage. Like I hate when people bring up the Floyd comparison. I seen something on Twitter where they showed Floyd beating the hell out of Gotti, and they was like, when y'all show me Shakur doing this, then we can talk about Shakur and Floyd look alike. But until Shakur can do this to somebody, then let's not compare Shakur to Floyd. And I think that's what everybody's saying. Like, Shakur, you are a good defensive fighter, but you have no offense. Floyd had offense, and we say this a lot of the time. We say this all the time off air. If Floyd will beat your ass if you let him, he will destroy you if you let him. Shakur, he's not. He's not doing that, man. He gonna hit you with a few shots, you know, and he gonna be impressed with his work, and that's that. Floyd will be so engaged, he don't even be thinking about how he look when he punch you. He trying to punch you again. He ain't thinking about, oh, I just hit that ball with something nice. That boy trying to hit you with something else. He ain't thinking about what he just did. So I'm less impressed with Shakur. The guy's too talented not to fight, man. If he want to be the person that Tank is and that Devin is, bruh, you gotta go fight. That's a part of the fight game. Like, if you don't want to engage, then bro, find another sport, bro. You know what
For
I'm saying?
sure,
This
for
boxing.
sure. No, I agree with it. Man, I ain't gonna lie, you killed it on that last portion right there, man. To piggyback off what you were saying, honestly, as far as the comparison goes, for me, the Boots and the Bud fight was a lot alike. I like that to say Boots came in there with ring rust. He came forward. He showed a little improvement on his footwork for me as far as well, he didn't necessarily have to cut the ring off on Avenesian like necessary, well, Avenesian is not really a mover, but he did show some improved footwork to me as far as just his placement and everything and being on balance a little better. Um, he to say he had a little ring rust, man. You couldn't really tell. He engaged very well. The him and Bud comparison, as far as Avenesian goes, like you said, is very comparable because they were pretty much in catch and shoot mode against Avenesian and got him up out of there. And that's probably just, it probably be more or less that he kind of seen the blueprint that Bud laid out there how to get Avenesian out of there. So it could be that. As far as the Shakur and the Frank Martin comparison goes, Shakur definitely will be the less impressive out of the two. I mean, out of all the performance that we spoke of, and for the reasons is a lot of what you said for me, and the reason, one of the primary reasons is from a talent perspective. We know that Shakur is very talented, and out of everybody we just spoke of, Boots, Bud, Frank Martin, and Shakur. We know that Frank Martin is the least talented out of all four of these guys. Supposed to be, at least, right? But for some reason, Shakur is always coming up in it as far as the most unimpressive performance. And I think that has a lot to do with it because we expect more from a guy who's talented, a guy who said he was born into boxing, yada yada yada, etc. But when you get in the ring, you it's like you're unsure of yourself, or you throwing you pretty much is a caution first type of fighter, and that's just not impressive. Like it's not something that's going to garner for fans to engage and want to watch that for me or whatever. Especially with a guy like Artem. Artem was pretty much out of ideas, like you said, in the fifth round, Tim. And Shakur attempted to walk him down, but he literally didn't have the tools to walk him down. His footwork was horrible, cutting the ring off against Artem. And that was like, and it was shocking to me. But I never noticed that out of Shakur because I've never seen him attempt to walk anyone down. But it was just like, it just showed you some of the tools that he doesn't have equipped yet or whatever, and things that he needs to work on. And like we talked about off air, I don't want to take none of your talking points. It's just gonna be some of yours, Rob, with Shakur's hands. Um, man, something has to be done about that, man. For you to be one of the least, have some of the least punching output in boxing, and to always be hurting your hands, bro, like something got to be done about that, man. And I'm not even being funny. It's like, bro, like I don't know if you need time off or something to rehabilitate your hands or build your strength and conditioning, but something got to be done about that because you're too economical and selective in your punches and you swing the same repetitive punches to be hurting them like that, bro. Like it's not like you swinging lead uppercuts or lead hooks, and you know what I'm saying? It's not like you're just doing some crazy punch variety and you're hurting your hands. It's like selective punch outputs, and you saying I hurt both hands, and that's crazy. So I just kind of want to see Shakur put everything together, man. It's hard to give to say matchups that you want to see Shakur in outside of the top guys, but I just hate that he's given these fighters justifiable reasons to not fight him. Like, and you got fans behind it. And the crazy thing is, I used to say it was Tank fans saying they didn't want to see the Shakur fight. No, you got literal like fans that don't like Tank. I know I see fans that literally hate Tank. They just saying they just don't like Shakur. You got Cambosa's fans that just don't like Shakur. People just saying like, no, we just don't want to see you fight no more. And I'm like, bro, that's the level of disrespect on that is crazy to me, because I can see if they was a Tank fan saying no, we don't want to see the Tank fight because they don't want Tank to lose. Like you get fandom like that. But when you just get casual fans saying no, Buddy don't need to be fighting no more, that is crazy to me, bro. Like that's disrespectful, man. I feel like he needs to tap into that, but he needs to show it in the ring. Trying to be the bad guy out of the ring and on Twitter is not working for you, bro. We need you to show it in the ring. We need you to let your hands go and punish people in the ring, bro. Like I feel like he got the talent to do it. I don't know if he has the mentality, man. I don't see like you said, Tim. Before I let the mic go, um, when you would show Floyd a weakness in your armor, a chink in your armor, any subtle weakness, any subtle flaw, or you soft, man, Floyd is gonna go into kill mode, bro. Like Floyd completely gonna change on you. Or even if it ain't even weakness, you can hit Floyd. Floyd is gonna go into kill mode. Any little subtle thing, Floyd is going to kill mode on you. But if you give Floyd the opportunity to coast to a victory, he did that too. You know what I'm saying, when he got older. But any sort of wrong movement, bro, Floyd will beat down on you, bro. Like that's what I need to see in Shakur more. You know what I'm saying? The only time I've seen that in Shakur was when he fought an older guy who was like over the hill Jameer Herring. Outside of that, man, I just don't see the killer instinct in Shakur, and I think he's gonna need that if he's gonna become, the fighter that he's proclaiming to be. Show us that he's that fighter. But go ahead, Rob. I'm done with it.
Man, to be honest, bro, I wasn't impressed by neither fight. I wasn't impressed by neither one of them. With Boots, I expected it. So, it's hard to be impressed by something you expected to happen. I didn't see nothing that would impress me behind with the Boots performance, because you expected him to do that. So, I wasn't impressed by that. And, I'm gonna dig a little deeper into it, but just putting it out there. Like, even with, of course nobody was really impressed with the Shakur, because, bro, you did exactly what everybody thought you was gonna do. You like, okay, we knew you was gonna eventually start walking him down, because he was some smaller guy. He actually looked to me, he looked like when Shakur, who was the Mexican guy, the wrong that he fought?
Valdez.
Valdez. He looked like he was fighting Valdez in there, man. The dude was a lot smaller than Shakur to me, from my eye, and I knew he was gonna walk him down, but we knew he wasn't gonna stop him either. We knew that. We knew that already, and how many stop Shakur got? What, one stoppage since he been up at this weight? I don't know. I think he got one stoppage.
Yeah, I think he got against his first fight against the Japanese dude.
The Asian
Yeah.
guy. So, and people got to stop. If you're gonna be a Shakur fan, you got to stop looking for a knockout with him. That's not what if you're looking for Shakur, don't look for the knockout. Look for, if you want to be like I said, if you want to be a Shakur fan, you got to look for the boxing and the moving, and because he gonna disappoint you every time if you're looking for the knockout. You don't watch Shakur looking for the knockout. You gotta look for the hit and not get hit thing. That's if that's what you a fan of. Shakur's your guy. He gonna hit and not get hit. He definitely not gonna get hit, because he's not gonna sit there long enough to do nothing.
Rob, I'm gonna ask you something. If you think it's fair for the fans, you know what I'm saying? I consider myself a Shakur fan. Do you think it's fair for us to ask for him to hit a little more and not get hit?
No, because we pay money to see him. So I would say no.
I got you. I got you.
Even if you know, even if you got ESPN, you paying for that too. So
I
it ain't
got you.
like it ain't free. So no, it ain't unfair. That's you. Like I said, you pay for it, and you want to make the big money, bro. You got to earn that big money. You got to become that star that Tank is. And the way he fight, he not gonna do that. And I'm not like I said, I'm not disappointed in his. I'm not disappointed, but I wasn't impressed by nothing because, like I said, I knew he was gonna do that. I knew that's the fight he was gonna put up. As far as Boots, like I said, it's just we seen with Avanesian, man. We seen the show, that same show already from Bud. It was the same show to me, the same. You know, pretty much like Tim said, both of him and Bud got hit by Avanesian, and they pretty much stood there, picked shots off, like you said. He picked shots off and just hit in between punches, and he not skilled enough to even be on their level to fight. He just like a tune-up fight, pretty much. He a tune-up fight. Because that's all he was for Earl. He was just a tune-up fight before he fought Earl. So just a stay busy fight, I would say, not a tune-up. He was a stay busy fight. So that's all he was for. He was just a comeback fight for Boots. It would have been more disappointing if Boots didn't stop him. That's when you would have something to talk about. Boots stopping him. That's not a man. Who he didn't stop. Shit, most of the dudes he didn't fight. So it's not alarming that he stopped him. So man, to be honest, I really wasn't that impressed by neither one of them. It's just like I said, it's because it was the expected for me. And I don't think, like, as for going back to Shakur, bro, I don't think we're gonna see Shakur stop nobody at 35. I don't think he gonna have too many more knockouts in the rest of his career because he can't move down. He gonna have to move up, and I don't think he been gaining no punching power unless he taking big risk, and clearly not a risk taker. And you always bring this up.
Right, right. The
So
crazy thing is, we don't even know if he got punching power. We don't even know.
yeah, that's true. That's true because he won't even let his hands go to show it. When you got Bud and Andre Ward in your dressing room telling you to let your hands go, bro. When these dudes telling you to let your hands, they gotta tell you to let your hands go, bro. You listening? I mean, you got two Hall of Famers in your corner telling you to let your hands go. Both of them dudes, man. You gotta let your hands go, bro. And the good thing, Shakur Young, he still can learn, but them they can't make you sit down and start letting your hands go and because you got to take a couple shots. That's in you.
Rob, tell me this. Rob, tell me this.
Yeah,
What do you think the reason for him not engaging? I know he don't want to
Yeah,
lose,
I'm
but
glad you
what's
asked
you
that,
think
Tim.
that? Yeah, what's the reason you think behind? Of course, like I said, he don't want to lose, but what's the reason that you think like?
I really think he ain't gonna admit it. I think he want to be Floyd so much to where he have put it in his psyche that he can hit and not get hit and look pretty doing it. But he don't understand. I think he don't understand. Like, bruh, Floyd got away with that because he was Floyd. His name was already there. If Floyd started that shit, if Floyd didn't have the resume and start fighting like Money Mayweather, bro, that nobody wouldn't have liked that shit because a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people said Floyd was boring. You had a lot of casual boxing fans who would watch every now and again and thought Floyd was boring. And we'd be like, bro, you tripping? That's Floyd. But it. And Shakur, bro, you ain't even put your foot in the dirt yet, man, to where you can figure, man, this the way I'm gonna fight. Man, no, you ain't even you know pissed on the grass yet to claim no territory, bro. How you just gonna come in and this the way I fight, like it or not, bro? You not that guy to be able. Tank can do that if he wanted to. And Tank can use, I ain't gonna say as an excuse, but Tank can tell everybody, man, I ain't sit. Why you ain't sit down on your shots, Tank? Oh man, I hurt both of my hands. And we would accept that from Tank because we know Tank to be a knockout artist. You know what I'm saying? And it's possible with him, how he knocked people out, how hard he hit. Of course, yeah, Tank can start hurting his hands and stuff, but Shakur, bro, you back like well, I think it was Tyrone or Tim. You said Tim, you said it. How you hurt? Or one of y'all said, how you hurting your hands? You barely even throwing punches. You're not even throwing a lot of punches, bro, to even put no wear and tear on your hands. So it's just, bro, everything is questionable when it comes to Shakur. And with Bud, I mean with Boots, bro, we just got to see him in more competitive fights. That's all. People got to give him the shot. because nobody want to give him a shot, man. I don't think he's ready for Bud, so I think we're gonna end up talking about that eventually.
Yeah, I want to touch on that for a second, but I want to ask y'all both at the same time or whatever. Y'all can go however y'all want to go. Who are y'all most interested in watching next out of Boots or Shakur?
I want to see Boots. I'd rather see Boots
Um,
because go ahead, Tim. Go ahead.
no, oh no, my bad. Go ahead. No, no,
No.
finish
I
up.
was just man. I'd rather see Boots, man, because you know, you know what you're gonna get from Boots. It just Boots. The competition is not there, but you know what you're gonna get from Boots. You know, and with Shakur, you just you have no clue what you're gonna get. And like I said, Shakur is a. I like Shakur, bro. I'm not against. I like Shakur, man. I think Shakur can do it, bro. It's just up to him. If he wanna. I don't. The risk and the reward. He too. I don't. He don't want to take the risk. And I don't even know if he have the confidence in taking a punch. Like you always said, Tyrone, when he fought that, what it was, a Jamaican or African guy. Uh, you said he, well, you didn't say. We seen him say "woo" when he got hit by that. What kind of punch was it, wrong?
Overhand right.
Overhand right, bro. And we seen him acknowledge, just like he was acknowledging all the punches he was landing on it the other night. He acknowledged when that dude. You said the punch didn't even land clean, right?
Nah, it was like a glancing blow.
Come on, man.
He moved it. He probably I think he might have felt the power, but it pretty much hit his glove. Most
And
of it
that.
hit his glove, and he felt the power. He felt the
And
pop on it.
what you say he started doing?
Man, he started playing safe, staying all the way out of range. When he couldn't hit dude, and dude couldn't hit him.
Yeah. But go ahead, Tim. Go ahead, chime in, bro.
Man, it just depends on the opponent. Uh, it just depends on the opponent, cause like we just were saying, bro, nobody want to let Boots in the door. So I don't know how this gonna go, cause Boots haven't had a meaningful opponent in a while. I guess it's just more entertaining if he's just knocking everybody out, beating the hell out of them. I'd rather watch that than Shakur not want to engage. I go back to. I really think Shakur, man. I think he's scared to be embarrassed, bro. I think he don't want to be on social media how Devin Haney was. I think he's scared for that to be him, and I think that's why he plays it so safe. I think he don't want him to be on Twitter, on what I'm saying, on Facebook, on Instagram, getting knocked out by nobody. I think that's his worst fear. So that's why he fight the way he do. You know what I'm saying? But he in the wrong business if he worried about that. So give me Boots, man. Of course, give me Boots, man. Boots gonna go in there and knock the hell out of somebody, man. Whoop the shit out of him. And like I said, I ain't even tripping off Shakur being a boxer. That's not the problem. You have to engage, bro. You gotta put some hands on somebody, man. Hands and feet. You gotta do it, bro. You gotta capitalize in this game, bro. You can't just do one combo and then back out of there and then do another little 1-2 combo, and then you know what I'm saying, bro. That's not working, bro. He got to get a mean street in there, man.
Pretty much acknowledging his own work. How he
Man,
he just falling in
I feel
love with
like
his
he
own
doing
work.
pad work.
exactly, bro. Almost like that, bro. Almost like like I said, he too busy worried about how everything looks. He hit you with a combination. He impressed how it looks. He make you miss. He impressed by it looks. He don't want to get knocked out, or he don't want to get punched because he's scared how that's gonna look. He too busy worried about how stuff look instead of going in there and getting it done. And that's my problem with Shakur. I mean, I could be wrong, but from what I'm seeing, that's how I understand what he's doing is he's too focused on how everything looks instead
Uh,
of just going
that,
in there and taking care of business.
that make perfect sense, man. It seems like he's too much in his own head. So I'm gonna ask y'all with one more question before we call this one quit. Boots and Shakur. We both know who the fight, who the names are, or the primary guys that everybody's saying they want to see fight next. So you got Boots versus Bud. You got Shakur versus Tank. If those fights would have happened next, based off what we just seen, off these two, off Boots' last performance and Shakur last fight performance, who gonna win a matchup and why? Or who has the best chance of winning a matchup and why?
Man, I got I got Bud still beating Boots. I think Bud. I really I think, and it's hard to call because I don't want to sleep on Boots. I just think he get. I don't know if he choose to get hit like he do, or it just he get in that mode. But Bud not one of them dudes you can do that with. I don't care who you is. Besides this big ass guy he about to fight, but you ain't finna get in no slugfest with Bud, bro, and think you just gonna walk your way through that shit. You gonna walk into something that you ain't gonna see. He gonna put you on the ground. So I think I think I think Bud beat Boots. You said Shakur and Tank?
Yes, sir.
Man, if anybody could beat Tank, I think it's Shakur. But you gotta rely on the judges, and he not beating Tank by no decision because that moving, bro, he not gonna get them rounds from Tank. So if anybody could beat Tank, I think it's him. But I don't see him beating Tank because he's not gonna throw enough punches, and he gonna eventually get caught. And I want to. It's up to him how I want to see how he respond to him getting caught because you can move as much as you want. Tank is gonna catch. Tank not slow. Tank wanted to still he swing he the quickest one of the quickest punches in boxing as far as hand speed. What not even hands, just quickness. The shots, how quick the shots come off. Because Tank hit you his uppercuts fast, hooks fast, jab fast. Everything is. He's not the as far as hand speed. He's not the fastest, but as quickness, Tank is quick, bro. So um, I mean, I can see Shakur possibly going 12 and beating, and I can actually see him hurting Tank by Tank running into something trying to hurt him, trying to actually knock him out. I can see him just throwing a little counter or something and buzzing Tank up a little bit. But I have Tank. I got Tank winning. I can see Tank winning by stoppage or 12 rounds because I really don't think Shakur gonna engage. I think he gonna stay as far away as he can, and he gonna cost himself the fight.
Oh man, I agree with everything Rob said, man. Golly, I agree with everything, man. I'm gonna go to Boots and Crawford fight. Man, I think Boots is too young for Crawford. I think Boots too young for Crawford. I think Crawford got every punch in the book, man. Kind of almost. I think I probably give his punch. The punch combination. I probably give Tank one, Crawford one B. Or you can exchange them in 1A, 1B, either way. You know what I'm saying? I just think, Tank got more power to go behind those punch selections. But he got one of the toughest punch selections in the game. Um, man, Boots just can't get caught with a lot of them punches that Crawford gonna throw out there. And the thing that I haven't seen Boots really get hurt and come back. I've seen Crawford hurt numerous of times, and when he gets hurt, he steps on the gas. He don't back off. He step on the gas and come forward. And I've seen that from Crawford. The only way that Boots win that fight is he knocks Crawford clean out. Like he has to knock Crawford out. Like he can drop Crawford. I think Crawford get up and start putting in their work. You know what I'm saying? I just got to see it, bro. That'll be something. I mean, I'm not saying Boots can't do it because Boots got every tool that you can think of in the toolbox. He got power to go along with it. But I just got to see it. You know what I'm saying? I got to see him go out there and beat Crawford. I just don't see it happening. But I can see it. Now on the Tank Shakur, Tank winning that fight easy. And the reason why I say easy is because Shakur is not going to sit in place. He's going to move so much. Like, he's not going to be able to stand in front of the Tank and do that. Hit, not get hit. He can't stand in front of the Tank and do that because Tank punch selection is mean. And he going to get touched because he ain't going to be none of that whoo and all that. Cause he going to be so. I think Tank hit him with something. He going in survival mode the whole rest of the fight. He going to survival mode the whole rest of the fight. Cause so I think either Tank stops him or Tank beats him in 12 easy. Shakur gonna be running the whole night. Once he feel that power, he not gonna be there. He not gonna engage. He gonna just jab and move all night. If Shakur beats Tank, I really, really, really would be surprised. Like Honestly, that'll be the one I'm really surprised with. Now, with Boots beating Crawford, I just gotta see it, but I can see it happening though, cause Boots gonna engage. He got all the tools. Um, he got power to go along with it. He got athleticism. Um, he got everything in the tank. So I guess I have more faith in Boots than I do Shakur. I think Shakur can go 12 with Tank. Like, but that's not the question though, because even some of them rounds the Tank was fighting Frank, and I thought Frank won those rounds fighting off the back foot. They gave it to Tank. So I can only imagine how much Shakur gonna be on the
Damn, you
back
right,
foot.
Tim. I didn't even think about that. That a lot of the runs that we had scored for Frank, they did get a Shakur. I didn't even
Hell
think of
yeah.
that.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
they gave him Tank. Yeah.
I thought Frank had him in the bank, but y'all right. Like yeah, they scored him for Tank, man. Like
So
and
imagine, and you know Shakur not gonna engage as much as Frank did.
nah,
You
not
know
at
that ain't
all.
happening.
Not stopping on the dime and catching Tank on the way in, how Frank was.
Mm-mm.
So
Nope.
like,
Mm-mm.
and that's what extended that fight. You know what I'm saying? Because Frank did stop and then put something on Tank to at least slow him down. You know what I'm saying? Tank, of course, because Tank can't come in and we know how it ended.
And
But
it's so crazy to say that, bro. Frank was fighting so scary, man. For
yeah,
him to
yeah,
fight, for him to fight scary like that, and still, he fought scary and still got caught.
still got caught on the way out on my life.
So,
And go ahead.
go ahead. No, I'm just saying Shakur know what he up against when he comes to Tank.
Yeah,
He
and
know.
it's
Shakur gonna get stopped with a body shot against Tank Wise.
I can see that, Tim. I can really see that. And back to my point with the Artem fight, with him not cutting the ring off, he was not going to Artem body when he needed to cut the ring off. That's or using the jab when he was supposed to. He would use the jab, and I'm starting to see it now. He uses the jab just literally just to control distance, just to get in and out. That's it. He don't use it to cut the ring off as a tool to put no punishment on his fighters. It's literally like a defense tool to get to. He uses his jab is more of a defensive jab, and
And,
having that type of jab against Tank, yeah, he gon' man, Tank gonna do him bad, bro. I never
and
thought I would say that, bro. Like a year ago, 2 years ago, you couldn't get me to say nothing like that,
bro,
but
that's what show us. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, show us our unbiasedness, bro. Because shit, we had the fight closer, bro. We didn't know what the
yeah,
fight was gonna be.
I had Shakur beating all of them. I'm not gonna lie. I just felt like he was the more skilled, more
Me
talented
too.
guy,
Me
and
too.
I just felt like he was gonna naturally his natural gifts was gonna come into play. But it's something I feel like it's something mentally that's not clicking for him. That's not met up. That's not caught up with him, or maybe he's overthinking. You know what I'm saying? Like Tim kind of led to,
To
and that
be
may
honest,
that may be the thing.
I think Shakur need to keep fighting like this. Cause if he try to switch, I think Shakur gonna get dropped, and it's gonna ruin him, bro.
Thinking of
He might
ruin
as well
him.
he might well stick to what he's doing now, cause his mind already set. His mind already set like this.
Yeah.
So he's like,
You think he
it's
can? Do you think he has room to add to it?
I would say
And I
don't
don't
do
mean
it.
like become no punching. Like I don't knockout orders, of course. But I just mean so as far as like putting your foot on the gas a little more, and like decisively winning rounds, offensively instead of defensively. Like
I
like
would tell I would tell him no, wrong, just because it's not him. It's just like you
I
keep
got you.
saying, he ain't got it in him, bro. It's just
Yeah,
not
yeah.
him, and it's just gonna cause him to get knocked
And I
out.
be hoping I'm wrong when I say that, bro. I be hoping he proved me wrong, cause it just be like, motherfuckers thought I didn't have it in me. Like I be hoping I'm wrong, bro. But it's man. But as far as the Boots fight go and Bud, I'm with y'all. I mean, I would rather see Boots fight next. I'm like, and it's crazy. Like I said, I'm more of a Shakur fan. I would rather see Boots fight next, though, honestly. Because like I mean, at the end of the day, you could be a boxing hardcore purist, bro. You still want to see two fighters engage and show their skills. You know what I'm saying? So like it's sad to say, but I can see Shakur's skill set shadow boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like you like I like because at the end of the day, if you miles away from your opponent, he's swinging at you and you not engaging, you basically shadow boxing. You know what I'm saying? So it's not much that I can literally look at tape on you in a training camp and see what you got. But a fighter that's gonna engage like Boots, man, it's interesting. I think he's still green, like Tim said. I think Crawford gonna run him into something. The fight against the carrying guy, how he was running Boots in the shots, like I don't know if y'all ever went back and really watched that fight, man. He was running Boots into some shots, bro. And Boots has yet to go against a mover since that fight. And I think the type of mover that Bud is, Bud can be elusive when he wants to and set you up. I just see him running Boots into something. And even if Boots has improved in some of those flaws, Bud is one of a kind type of fighter. So he either way it go, bro, it's gonna be inevitable. He gonna run into something. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's kind of Boots' nature. I don't think he's gonna be just irresponsible. I just think it's Bud's season and the pedigree is going to end up overcoming a younger Boots. As far as Tank and Shakur though, like I said, I gotta piggyback off both of y'all. I don't think Shakur gonna get the nod on the cards. I think he gonna start the fight down on the scorecards, honestly, because I don't see him engaging Tank enough or doing enough to keep Tank off of him. And if you saying you hurting your hands and yada yada this and that, bro, like I said, we've seen Tank with a hurt hand, man, and it was still an action packed fight with a hurt hand. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
And Tank is known to knock people out. You know what I'm saying? And Tank was on the back foot that fight with a hurt hand, and he's a knockout artist. And it was a more engaging, more action packed fight. So I mean,
You
yeah,
know,
Shakur,
I ain't gonna lie,
Shakur.
bro. At this, who's that? You or Tim talking?
It's Tyrone.
Oh man, uh, I to, man, I had Devin beating Tank. Man, I had Devin because I'm not betting against Tank with nobody. I
Nah,
just
it's hard to, bro.
That
It's
dude is
hard
the
to, man.
smartest fighter in boxing. I think he's the smartest fighter. I don't think no I think his IQ, if you say Bud, I'm not mad, but you ain't just overlooking Tank, bro. Tank is a genius when it comes to
Yeah.
boxing.
I put him up there with Bud. Now I see. I put him up there with Bud.
I
Like
mean,
I
the
do.
way this dude set punches up, man, and to me,
Yeah.
he set punches up better because Tank, I say he set punches up better than Bud because it's not 4, 5 punches.
That's true.
It's
That's
one,
true.
it's one
He
punch
don't.
he throwing.
And Bud does do a lot of what I call throwaway punches to get the shot that he really wants. Tank don't have to do that, man. Like for whatever reason, Tank got I don't know what it is. Tank will just set you up for the shot that he wants to. If he does do a throwaway punch, it's very few of them, and he gonna line you up with the one that he really want to run you into. Like yeah,
And
and it's tough, man. It's tough.
what I like about Tank is that bro, you make a mistake in real time because you gonna pay for it.
For
In
sure, for
real
sure.
time, you make any mistake, you gonna pay for it. I'm telling you, man. You throw the same
Bro, that's
punch
the
out there
truth.
three
That's the
times.
truth. That's the truth, bro.
You
For
throw the
real,
same punch out there slow. You lackadaisical on your punch. You run in. You sit
right?
on the ropes, bro. Every situation, bro, I seen Tank drop somebody. Ryan ran in there, he hit Ron with the overhead. Boom. Rolly was winning the fight. He ran in there, he hit Rolly with I think it was like a check hook. Boom, he get out of the drop Rolly. Frank, he sit on the rope, sit Frank Hook. Leo Santa Cruz threw three lazy jabs, boom, uppercut, laid him down. Like, bro, I'm telling you, you make a mistake with Tank Davis, cause you gon' pay.
Man, all my life, man, and it's in the end that not to make it a Tank video, but bro, to
Bro,
piggyback
we
off what
can't
you were
not make it a
saying.
Tank video, bro.
Nah, that's true.
It's just
Uh,
because
uh,
we go ahead, Ron, go ahead. Nah,
no,
nah, go ahead.
I was just saying to piggyback off what you were saying with the Barrios fight. Mario was jabbing the hell out of Tank. Threw the same jab out there too many times. Tank came over the top of the right hand, boom, dropped him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what you saying? That was the middle of the ring. You know what I'm saying? A longer fighter. So what you saying is true, bro. Like that man he got the whole outfit, bro. He got the whole getup.
He got the magic eye, Hoyt. You got the magic eye. He got it, bro. He got the magic eye for boxing, bro. That dude there, it's just you got them dudes, man. He one of them dudes in boxing, bro. It's like you got LeBron in basketball, you got Patrick Mahomes in football, and et cetera, bro. That dude, he got the brain for boxing, bro. He been doing this since he was a kid, man, and you can't like Tim said, bro. You make a mistake, you gonna pay with this dude. And you ain't paying how. See, when Floyd got in older in his career, Floyd say that you make a mistake, you gonna pay. But Floyd just talking about punching on you. Tank trying to put you to bed.
Man,
Jay
you make a
Holiday.
mistake against you make a mistake against Tank or Bud, cause you gonna get punished. Cause that's what I like to say.
Yeah,
You
even
gonna get
Bud too.
punished.
Yeah,
Cause
Bud too.
you gonna get punished. Cause for real.
Nah, that Tank put you to bed, fellas. He putting you
Nah,
to
he
bed.
is.
He
Yeah, Tank,
But Bud
Tank do.
delivering capital punishment too. Cause Bud
Nah,
delivering cap
Bud do.
Tank
Bud
Tank
do.
probably gonna give you the death penalty though. I ain't gonna lie, he gonna give you the death
It's
penalty.
over. It's
man,
over.
Even Bud can't play with Tank like that if they was in the ring together. Cause shoot, I don't care what Bud say. Bud gonna be on this P's and Q's fighting Tank too. I
Come
don't care
on,
how small.
man. I don't care
Bud.
what Birdie say, man. Come on, man.
Come on now. Come on now, man.
God damn.
Man, I think we didn't chop this one up, man. We out, y'all.